Iran has now launched strikes inside Pakistan and 2 children died in the attack, while 3 others have been injured. Now, Islamabad says it is an attack on its sovereignty. According to Iranian state media, on the other hand, the targeted bases were located in a region known as Khusabs in Pakistan's Balochistan province, where the 2 countries share a sparsely populated border of nearly 1,000 kilometers. You have the region right there in front of you on the screen. Now, this area is also considered to be home to one of the largest bases on the militant group. According to Pakistan's foreign ministry, the illegal airstrike by Iran will have serious consequences, adding it has summoned Tehran's top diplomat in Islamabad to protest the unprovoked violation of its airspace. Now, the attack comes as Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian met Pakistan's caretaker Prime Minister Anwar Kakar on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Moreover, the attack on the group Jaish al-Adl comes as it is known to carry out attacks on Iranian security forces in the border region with Pakistan. Now, Jaish al-Adl, or the Army of Justice as it translates to in English, is a Sunni militant group founded in 2012 that largely operates in Pakistan. Well, joining us on the bulletin, we have our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik. He's joining us from Islamabad. Anas, we want to obviously get a better understanding of the region, the area where the strikes have happened. Let's start with that.
Well, Shivan, the area is on the Pakistan-Iran border. Diagonally, it's about 8 kilometers from Panjgore city to the nearest Iran border. It's a terrain, it's a muddy terrain, and these are mountainous muddy terrain that basically separates Pakistan with Iran. Now, the irony is, just last year, we saw a similar attack of nature, but on the Pakistani security forces, and in response to which the Pakistani side had then summoned the Iranian ambassador to Islamabad and had urged the Irani side to act against terror-linked elements operating from their side. Now, what makes it easier for terror-linked elements on both sides of the border is the geography and the demography of the area for them to easily operate because of the terrain that is there. What is very interesting to note is the fact that the Pakistani side has now acknowledged last night in a late night statement that there was indeed a territorial violation of Pakistan's airspace, and there were airstrikes that were conducted by the Irani side, which was in stark contrast to the established mechanisms that Pakistan and Iran have, warning that Iran will be responsible for the consequences that come in the lieu of these airstrikes that have been conducted by the Irani side. Shivan?
Anas, I also wanted to just get your thoughts on this. Now, there are reports which claim or they suggest that Jaish al-Adl was responsible for the attacks which happened in Iran last month, and of course there were several casualties there as well. Now, there are reports that they came in from Pakistan. Is there any update on that? Is there any further clarification or anything else that you can add?
Well, Jaish al-Adl and the Baloch Liberation Army, or the BRAS, for Pakistan side, on the other side of the border of Balochistan Sistan, Pakistan says that the BRAS, the Baloch Republican Army, is operating from the Irani side, and the Irani side alleges that Jaish al-Adl, a right-wing Sunni extremist group or a terror group, has been operating from the Pakistani side. So both sides have stake on each other of the sides and have those spinning or Achilles heels that has the potential to cause damage on either of the sides. The attack that you are referring to that happened in Balochistan Sistan on the Irani side in mid-December killed 11 Iranian policemen. This is not the first of the attack. In fact, in 2022, if my memory jogs correctly, there were 2 suicide bombings as well in Balochistan Sistan during a similar parade of the Irani police, in which dozens had lost their lives back then. Prosecution against Jaish al-Adl had been ongoing. We've seen joint operations being carried out. In fact, Pakistan previously had killed a couple of some prominent Jaish al-Adl faces on the Pakistani soil of the border, on the Pakistani side of the border, those who were wanted by Iran. So this particular instance, this act by Iran of going beyond what had been established over the years and carrying out airstrikes would definitely not bode well with Islamabad, and we would be expecting a reaction from Islamabad on this.
All right, Anas, we'll let you go for now. Of course, there is much to catch up on, and there is as the story develops further, and we will be in touch to get further updates from ground.